Everyone
Yeah.
good? Great.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President of Business Operations, Kristin Bernert, will go to Grant Little. Do you want to start us off?
Just had a release with a bunch of the new things happening at the club and at Lower.com Field. Can you talk about what you're most excited about this season?
What I'm most excited about at Lower.com this season is probably the funnel cake fries. Dirty Frank's fun. Like, I can't wait to taste it. But seriously, it's the thing that we really love about Lower.com is making it a celebration of the city of Columbus. The fact that we can take that vibe and what Columbus is and what Columbus stands for, take it on Apple TV this year for the global audience, so everybody gets to know what a great city we have here in Columbus is what I'm most looking forward to, so we can kind of transport that feeling, that energy, how everybody comes together and convenes in Lower.com for the world to see.
Some of those new features include like the theater boxes and some other seating options. Can you talk about your excitement for those?
Yeah, so whenever you go into a new house, if you've ever built a new house before, it probably takes a couple of years to live in it, and then you say, okay, what kind of changes do we want to make? What do we want to add? What type of furniture do we want to have? And so that's the process that we went through in this off season and saw there's a couple of areas that we could add to. In the corners of Lower.com, there's going to be theater boxes that go about 3 tiers up. Gets the energy of the Nordeca and also just the energy of the ends of the stadium and the corners of the stadium, and then up above the Nordeca in the party deck space, really making that a place of comfort for businesses to sit, and also groups. We have a ton of like youth soccer clubs that are interested in that space, and it's just going to be an awesome atmosphere up in that party deck area, taking advantage of the energy of the Nordeca, our greatest fans.
So many of the partners just now that you guys announced and previously have been local.
Yeah.
How important has that been in establishing those relationships?
The local community, the local business community in Columbus has been extremely supportive. We continue to grow those partnerships, the existing partnerships, and really digging in. And how do we make a difference in our community? How do we get our fans more engaged in the city and at Lower.com? So we're constantly looking for ways to work with companies like Lower.com nationwide, Vertiv, and then bringing on new ones. Something new in Lower.com this year also, we have 3 new local beers that we're really excited about, Zaftig, Wolf's Ridge, and Garage Beer. Again, bringing that local flavor into Lower.com and getting people who are new to Columbus to sample what we have to offer. So the Columbus business community, whether it's food like Dirty Frank's, like I mentioned before, whether it's the local breweries, whether it's the larger companies getting behind this team, it's pretty spectacular.
And partnerships, specifically the breweries, I've talked to a couple of those people that are excited to kind of be included in that.
Yeah.
But then also, they're going to be showing games there. How much does that then kind of all work hand in hand with?
So we launched a pub network this year, which is going to be exciting for our fans to be able to go to their local communities. There's one in Hilliard that I'm particularly excited about. My family lives in Hilliard. My sister and her family, they go to Nasty's, and so that is we're actually going to have them as a pub partner so that fans in Hilliard, when the team is on the road and they're not at Lower.com, they can convene there and enjoy the crew together. So you can go on our website and learn more about our pub network and where you can go watch the crew actually coming up this Saturday.
What made now the right time for you to want to be here?
Oh man, who doesn't want to be here right now? Columbus is, to me, everybody, if I can take a shot at Austin, right? We're the new and improved Austin, right? So this is where the state of Ohio has so much to offer. State of Ohio is so business friendly also, but the Columbus is then the epicenter of that, where so many businesses are moving, so many families are moving here. It is really becoming. I came from New York. I've been in New York for the last 15 years. My friends that live in New York, whenever they come here, they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. People don't know yet. They don't know all that Columbus has to offer, and that's why I really look forward to showcasing Columbus as part of this deal with Apple TV. Is going to be tremendous. It's going to be a great way to publicize what Columbus has to offer. We just announced a partnership with the Columbus Fashion Alliance. People have no idea. This is like the #3 fashion market in the United States. The ability to showcase that as an Ohioan, I'm extremely proud. Right? I'm so proud of the city. I'm so proud of our state, and having the global game of soccer to be able to tell that story. What a great opportunity for me personally.
You mentioned doing that for the fans, but what about the players when they come to this
Oh,
place? Because obviously they
so-
probably don't know much about it.
They don't, and so I love, like, Cucho coming last year, that was one of my favorite moments, and the guy, it just oozes charisma. He has so much great energy, and he loved just getting to know the short north, getting to know German Village. He drove around in his Lamborghini. It sticks out, right? He drove around, kind of checking out all the different neighborhoods. So these guys coming here and making Columbus the even more diverse and welcoming city that it already is, these guys are really able to showcase that in an authentic way. And so, for us, bringing players here, having them kind of export their love for the city, so many of them here also want to stay. It was really hard to say goodbye to Jonathan Mensah. Really, really hard. He made this his home, and that's what makes this place special, is when players come here, whether you're a Columbus Crew or a Columbus Blue Jacket, you want to stay here. You want to be a part of this community, and it's heartbreaking to leave it.
Kristin, a question about the relationship with Tipico Sportsbook. Last year, no one could use their service, and yet they were a partner for the club.
Yeah.
And now this year, the service is in full swing. Ohio being one of the top gambling states in the country during the Super Bowl weekend. What comes more now from the relationship with Tipico now that legalized gambling is available?
The relationship with Tipico for us is about engagement, and really, our fans becoming more and more engaged in the game. Ohio is known for sports fandom. I grew up here, it's what we do. And so the fact that, it's one of the top states in terms of sports betting, we know our sports, we love our sports, so something else to do around the sporting environment.
And then another question about Apple. There was some talk late last year about how the signage in stadium might be used much like the way the NHL uses the signages. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
So it's not going to change very much. We're still going to have, it's a partnership between the teams in Major League Soccer, where we kind of alternate who has that signage based on however the game is, whether it's a club designated game or a league designated game, a little bit inside soccer. But there's going to be ways for all the local companies to get that global reach, that national reach. To me, a big thing for Apple TV this year is you have appointment viewing. So on Wednesday night and on Saturday night, if I'm a soccer fan, I'm sitting down, I'm watching the MLS streaming. There's going to be like an NFL Red Zone type of show and kind of whip around program where you can watch all the games. I look forward to getting to know more about all the other clubs and all the other players in Major League Soccer. Such an opportunity. So, for me, it's not just about the businesses getting the visibility, but it's about the players and showcasing this great game nationally without blackouts, and knowing that I'm going to sit down on Wednesday and Saturday nights. That's what I have to do.
Great, thanks, Kristin. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then-
Yeah, that'd be great.